Okay, so let's get into the weekend. We are July 12th and 13th and 14th, 2025. This is Grattan WERA up in Michigan. So this is Sunday, a superstock. Sunday was way better racing than Saturday. Actually Friday at the practice day, it rained really hard for a while and kind of washed all the rubber off and kind of screwed us all day Saturday. There wasn't many bikes that showed up for this round either, so there wasn't really that many people laying down fresh rubber on Saturday. But so yeah, this is the first race Sunday, and me and Billy and G are ready to get it. So get the launch. We're on the 2025 Honda RR-R with HRC electronics, and my launches all weekend were fire. So I think we have 750 comes up, tries to sneak in on this one. Yeah, there's Robbie. No, he did the same thing last year, that little mother. But yeah, so he gets damn good launches on that Moto-A spec next gen super sport bike, the 750. So yeah, we're gonna have to tuck in behind Robbie No here and try to find a way around him. So I'm sure he was obviously holding me up, but I'm sure there was tons of guys behind me too that he was holding up. I mean, Billy Ball was clicking 20s just in qualifying in the morning, which is crazy. G is clicking 20s consistently, and then I think we had like Reisinger and a few other fast guys show up this weekend. So yeah, we're all probably getting bottlenecked up here with Robbie No corking us, keeping us corked. But so I figured I'll just motor past them on the straightaway here and then get down to business. So Saturday, all day we were struggling. I mean, to get into like the 20s, 21s. The grip just wasn't there. But today, man, the track felt way better. My PB here has been a 20.3 for actually the last couple of race seasons. So getting into the 19s, that was my goal. It's been my goal for a while. So yeah, we'll see if we can get it done on this first race Sunday. We got some Dunlops. We're super sticky this weekend. So see, we got around Robbie on the straightaway, obviously, because we're on a leader bike. So now it's time to go. So feeling good. I got bi-tubo suspension on the new Honda. Love it. I was racing my 21 RR-R. I was racing on the stock front forks just with manual clickers instead of the electronic clickers. So we're on proper suspension. The bike feels amazing. The electronics are amazing. The split throttle bodies are just all around. That bike feels great. I mean, running the fast lap times that we were running, like, obviously you're pushing hard, but like the bike felt super composed. It felt very predictable. It was very solid. I didn't feel like I was riding over my head or over the limits of the bike, and it definitely had a lot of feel. So it let you know when you're starting to push the front a little bit, it starts to tuck a little, or when you're getting on the gas and that rear's starting to let loose a little. So yeah, let's see. The first flyer, what did we get? So yeah, almost the 19 that first lap, so I'm stoked. But I know Reisinger's already ran 19s before. I think he's a little off. He was off this weekend. He wasn't his usual self. But I was worried about him, G, and then Billy Ball. Like I said, Billy Ball came out this season just kicking some ass. So I knew he was going to be a problem. So I got to push. So clicked at 20.2. So I know I got some 19s in me. I know I got some fast guys behind me. So I'm pushing. I'm trying to figure out a few spots that I can actually push a little harder. There's a couple turns I think we're already maxing out. Like actually coming down here to the bus stop. I'm braking pretty late. My front's kind of starting to chatter. Almost wants to fold a little bit when I take that corner. But coming up here, 10A, 10B, I think this dip right here on the right here, I think they got bigger. So I don't think we can carry any more speed through there. And then my drive onto the straightaway here was terrible. I know Billy was kind of reeling me in until I got the revs really going on that fireblade at the end of the straight here. So braking into one, Braking pretty late. Still, man, a little quicker, but still not my elusive 19 yet. But we're in the lead, so I'm happy. Let's see what we can do. So Grattan, once you get into your flow, Grattan is a really fun track, man. It's technical, it's a lot of character. Oh yeah, and then G comes up out of nowhere. I had no idea anybody would try to pass me into 4 there, so I almost got him right back into 5, but I thought better of it. I know G was cooking all weekend too, so I was like, let me just see what pace he's got and where he's actually catching me. Pavement, thank God. We got some new pavement in some areas at Grattan over the last few years. So pretty much, though, I think the whole track, besides the straightaway, is pretty much new. I think every year they've done a section or 2. So this year was kind of the last section. This bus stop, 10A, 10B, the sweeper. So, but yeah, this dip here, man, just felt bigger than ever. So you can see G starts pulling out. But he's on the R1, so I know I got more motor than him. I just got to get up into the top of 4th, 5th. Outbrake him into 1. Let's see what we get. 20.7. So he slowed us down. Gee, come on. So I'm thinking, okay. So I'm not going to let him do what he just did coming out of 3 into 4 again. So I got to pick it up there. I got to figure out something different. So actually what he taught me worked out great. Coming around here, you get on the gas a little bit harder, but then you chop it for a second here and then get lined up and then get right back on the gas so you have a straighter line up to the jump here. So you're actually sacrificing a little entry to maximize your exit. So yeah, so I'm pushing. I got some fire under my ass. Like I said, we clicked to 20.2 into 20.1. I know I'm right on the border of them 19s. G showed me how to clean up turn 3 and 4. So we're breaking into the bus stop, man. The front's starting to chatter a little bit. Full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. Let's go. Hit the sweeper a little more timid than the other guys, but that's okay because it's hard to pass. So if you're leading into 10A, 10B, you're pretty much going to lead across the finish line. So what'd we get? Did we do it? I can't see the stupid recording as I'm doing this voiceover is over my dash. So I think this is the lap. Yeah, there we go. I see it, 19.8. So yeah, we're boogieing now, boys. Man, I'm so stoked in my helmet. I'm so fucking happy. And again, like I said, the bike just feels so composed. Like I didn't feel like I was really riding over my head, really like on the edge of crashing like every turn. It wasn't like that at all. So yeah, so figured out that turn 4 into here, over the jump into here in 5. Flick it back to 6. G kind of told me a little bit how to do here 5, 6, and 7 a little bit better. And then squirt the gas hard and then back on the brakes. You should be trailing all the way to that cone in that bowl there. And then back on the gas, short shift, hit the sweeper. Thank you, Grattan, for the new pavement through there. The sweeper is not as sketchy as it has been years past. And then into the bus stop. And then, yep, full throttle out. Let the electronics do its thing. Tap the brake, get the bike turned, back to rolling on the throttle as hard as you can. Let's see if we can back up this 19 with something else. Would we get another 19? Again, I can't see stupid voiceover box as I'm doing this. Is covering my dash for a second. So yeah, boom, another 19. So yeah, I know we're cooking now. I'm happy. Happy as hell. Coming up on a lapper. We get around him. Super awesome. So hopefully he holds G up, but I don't think that guy did. Actually, I think G made it around him too pretty easily. So let off the gas a hair, get pointed, and then full stick out to the jump. Stand up a little bit and actually jump it. Let off the gas, turn in, squirt back to the gas hard, and then back to the brakes to load the front. Flick it over, start rolling back on. Hard gas, hard gas, hard gas, brakes, 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 and then back to the gas, full gas. Short shift, come out a little wide, and then pull it back tight to the cone. Full throttle, brake, 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 brake. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm so happy. Like I said, Saturday was pretty bummed out because of Friday the rain, and just Saturday the track wasn't quite there, I don't think. We were all fighting for grip, we're tearing our tires, so this was awesome. So what do we got? White flag. So I think the GoPro actually cuts out and doesn't get the whole last lap. I'm gonna switch. I know in my last few videos I've been complaining. Yep, there we go. Stupid GoPro. So yeah, I gotta figure something out and switch. And actually the second race of Sunday actually went even quicker. I clicked a 19.7 and then I ended up tucking the front and crashing into turn 2. So my front tire was already torn from this race. So that second race Sunday, the Ace Superbike race, I shouldn't have been pushing faster, even harder on an already torn front. I should have either slowed up or put a new front on and really went for it. So, but yeah, so there you go. So that was my new PB, winning some money, contingency money. Again, yeah, thank you to Tubo. The suspension on this bike is amazing. Matte Racing, after my crash into turn 2, I am completely fine. My suit, you know, got a little scuffed up, but not that bad. I was perfectly safe. You've got Vezra for stopping. Man, I was braking late, outbraking a lot of people. Didn't get no brake fade. Dunlops, of course, were on the top of the box pretty much all weekend, every race minus I think 1 or 2, at least the one I crashed in, obviously. Then we got, yeah, GB Racing, S2 Concepts, you know, the fairings held out great. The wings didn't even break off the bike when I crashed, so I was happy about that. And yeah, just everybody else that supports me, man, this is awesome.